Hey, how are you? This morning we're going to talk about the difference between physically distancing and socially connecting. I think we've been using the wrong term throughout this COVID-19 business. I think we've been using this term about social isolation. And human beings are incredibly social people. We need social connection. We need two-way communication. We need to hear people's voices. We need to see their faces. It's a tremendous need for our emotional health that we have these social connections. And when we don't have those social connections, when we socially isolate, uh, we feed anxiety and we feed depression. Picture a hotbed of embers and you put another log on the fire and stoke it. That's what you're doing to anxiety, and that's what you're doing to depression when you don't make social connections. So social connections mean that there's a two-way conversation. It means that you are hearing a person's voice and inflection. It means that you're having some facial contact. So we can do all of that. We can have those connections while remaining safe and doing our physical distancing. So at this time that we need to remain physically distant for our community's safety, for our safety, it does not mean that we cannot have our social connectedness, our social connections. Um, and what I encourage as a community is that we really make sure we're reaching out. Your friends need you as much as you need them. So as students, it really matters to other people as well as to yourself that you make your Google Classroom appointment times and you show up. There's somebody on the other side there that really needed to hear your voice and see you today. That you reach out and make a Zoom appointment or use FaceTime or use a phone call or take a walk with 12 feet between you. You know, we do have some room here in Vermont. But it is important that we keep the safety that we need in the physical distancing. We also need to keep safety for our emotional security and safety in having social connections. So this morning, what I want to encourage is that you have those social connections and that they're two-way conversations. They are with making eye contact, they're with hearing a person's voice and inflection, that you are connecting with other people in your day. So be well, remain socially connected, but physically distant. Let me say that again. Remain physically distant while being socially connected. So that's what our goal is. All right, be well.